Welcome back, nerds, to another video, and in today's video of Cooking with Sir Drumr, we are going to be making idiot soup. Now, these are all the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need some mayonnaise, you're going to need peanut butter, a little bit of cocoa powder, obviously that's the magic sauce, some random cereal, I don't know, some assorted vegetables, I have no idea, oatmeal, blueberries, a single granola bar, and some milk. So without further ado, guys, let's get cooking. Alright, so for this recipe, the first thing you're going to want to do is take this bowl, and you're going to want to fill it up with water. And you're going to fill it up to around about the third way mark. And there you go. Your bowl should look something like this when you're done. Alright, so now that we have our bowl full of water, we're going to start adding the ingredients. First come the blueberries. Now you're going to just want to open this up, and you're going to want to take exactly 3 blueberries, as you can see right here. Any more blueberries, and it's just going to be garbage, and you're not going to want to eat it. So we throw those in there. Next comes the oatmeal. So what you're going to do for the oatmeal is you're just going to grab something like this. Reach in there. Make sure it's nice and overflowing there. So you want a lot of oatmeal in there. Throw that in the bowl. Now we're done with the oatmeal. Keep this on hand, we're going to need it for something later. Alright, now we're going to add the lettuce. And by lettuce I mean assorted vegetables, because that's what's in here. So we're just going to take a little bit of lettuce. Whatever the heck this is, I don't care. And then we're done with that. So, if you've been following correctly so far, your soup should look something like this. Alright, so for the next step, we're going to add the peanut butter. So you're just going to take a butter knife. You can take a real knife if you want. I mean, I would, but I just stabbed someone with it, and I don't really want blood in my soup, so... I mean, that's an optional ingredient. I find that it spices things up just a little bit, but, you know, it's really optional. So you can just take a big glob of peanut butter, slop it right in there. So now that we're done with that, we're going to grab some mayonnaise. So I'm going to use a spoon for the mayonnaise. So see, we're just going to take our mayonnaise. Yep, that smells like it's been expired for like 3 years. Perfect. Slop it in there. Alright, it's time to add the cereal. So, some of you are probably thinking, why cereal? Aren't there a plethora of better ingredients you could have picked? And yes, you're absolutely correct. There is an entire plethora of better ingredients I could have picked. However, since cereal is basically soup anyways, I figured it's perfect. So now that we've done the cereal, it's time to add the granola bar. So you're not going to split this up, just dunk it in. So now that that's been dealt with, it's time for the final 2 ingredients, and our final 2 ingredients are the milk and, of course, the cocoa powder. So first, we're going to do the milk. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this same measuring cup from before, just like that. So now, guys, it is time for the final ingredient. Now, this final ingredient is arguably the most important one. So what we're going to do is we're going to very, very carefully make sure that we have just the right amount. We're going to grab a pinch of it in our hands, we're going to put it in this bowl, and then we're going to measure it out from there. We're going to take our cup, we're going to put a little bit in there. You're going to take just a tiny bit of milk, and you're going to add it in there. And that's going to allow it to be liquid, which is easier to pour. So now we need to measure it perfectly. We're just going to very, very carefully. This has to be precise. About that much. Alright guys, so now that you have it looking like this, it's time to stir it. So I'm going to take my spoon right here, and I'm just going to whisk it around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You're just going to want to get that nice and stirred up. Alright, so now we're going to taste test it, so let's see how we go. It's pretty good. Alright guys, so it's pretty good, but there's way too much cocoa powder in here. I was not careful enough with my measurements, so now what we're going to do is we're going to give up on our dreams. Throw it all away and start over. Alright guys, so that cocoa powder left a really bad taste in my mouth because there was way too much of it in there. So instead we're just going to be making some chocolate milk. So let's begin. So first of all, I'm going to take a spoon. We're just going to grab some of that. Perfect. So now we're just going to pour some milk in here, guys. And that is looking spectacular already. So we're just going to stir it like one does. Now the amount of time you stir it for is honestly just dependent on how strong your arms are. It's just keep stirring until your arms get tired. I'm sorry if you're super buff and end up stirring it for 5 days straight without sleep, but that's just the way it's got to be. So as you can see, this is beautiful chocolate milk, perfect ratio. So now we're gonna add my secret touch, which most of you probably don't know. Alright, so my secret touch is actually sticking the chocolate milk in the microwave. And now we cook for 3 minutes. Alright guys, so it's been 3 minutes. Time to get out our chocolate milk and see. Alright. Let's see how our chocolate milk is. Truly, I am a master of the culinary arts.